Hello and welcome to Sika Liquid Plastics' first demonstration via an online webcast. Before we get started, I would like to thank the whole Sika Liquid Plastics team for making this happen today. But a special thanks to Charlotte Hilton in our marketing team for organising all of this today. To Gavin White, our product manager, who will be your host for this demonstration. And finally to Mark Monk, our senior training manager, who will take you through the steps to the perfect application. So before we start, as we know your time is precious, if you guys have any questions, please type them into the question box at any time during or after the demonstration. We will collect all questions at the end and our technical teams will send all answers back to your email addresses. At this point, I'm now going to hand over to Gavin White and Mark Monk, who will talk you through the demonstration.
Thanks, Ryan. There's certainly large potential in the UK for both the refurbishment and preservation of metal roofs. As a market leader, Sika Liquid Plastics has a great reputation for providing high-performance roof coatings for metal sheets across the country, extending service life and backed by our recognised guarantees. We're now going to be launching a brand new range of roof coating systems called Sika Protector. The first phase of this launch is going to focus on two key solutions: Sika Protector cut-edge corrosion system and Sika Protector waterproofing system. Cut-edge corrosion is a common feature in aged and weathered roof sheets, with its origins in the way that they are cut during manufacture, often leaving the edges uncoated and exposed. And in many cases, the action of natural weathering can cause a sheet coating to peel away and expose the metal core to oxidization. The Sika Protector cut-edge corrosion system is affordable, robust and effective where the sheets are still structurally sound and waterproof. Our second solution in the Sika Protector range is a full waterproofing system, re-engineered around our high-performance coatings Sika Liquid 625 or Decethane Ultra as a low-odour solution. The second system incorporates a single, fast reinforcement method that drastically reduces installation time. The combination of our high-performance coatings in conjunction with a new reinforcement method negates the requirement for any additional specialist coatings as seen in some other systems. The solution not only provides life extension for the roof sheets, but we also provide a full waterproofing guarantee. So on to the system build-ups. The Sika Protector cut-edge corrosion is made up of two components. Sika Epoxy Colour HE New is the primer layer, which is applied once the sheet is fully prepped. This is followed by one coat of Sika Core EG5, which is a 2-pack polyurethane coating. There is then a final coat of Sika Core EG5, and the cut-edge corrosion system is complete. Moving on to the second solution in the Sika Protector range is the full waterproofing system. Let's take a look at the build-ups. Sika primer is applied as required onto the metal roof sheet. Sika joint tape SA is then applied to the end laps, side laps and bolt heads. A light coat of Sika Liquid 625 or Decethane Ultra is applied to the surface of the tape. Then a first coat of Sika Liquid 625 or Decethane Ultra coating is applied. Finishing off with another coating of Sika Liquid 625 or Decethane Ultra, depending on which system is specified. As mentioned previously, waterproofing guarantees are available as part of our service package, which includes a condition survey, adhesion tests, a full specification backed by on-site support. So I'll now pass over to my colleague Mark Monk, who is our senior training manager, who will demonstrate the application of the two Sika Protector systems.
Hello, my name's Mark Monk. I'm the Senior Training Manager for Sika Liquid Plastics. Today I'm going to show you two short demos, the first one being Sika Protector cut-edge corrosion. The first thing we've got to do with the substrate, we've got to prep it. We've got to prep 75mm each side of the lap. If it's corroded even further than that, we've got to go 25mm even further. I'm just going to put the following PP on before I do that. Right, let's get on with it. Then we apply the cleaner P to the rag. And all we do is give it a nice wipe over, as I said before, just to get rid of that loose debris. And there we have the substrate ready for the primer. So, we've mechanically abraded the system, we've cleaned it with the cleaner P. Now what we're going to do, we're going to tape it off 75mm each side in readiness for the primer. Here we have the 2-inch masking tape. So I'm going to start masking it off. And we'll just keep going down. The reason we tape it off 75mm each side is to get that nice clean line. What we don't want is when they're applying the primer and then the first coat and the second coat, it looks all wavy. Again, it's about sealing those laps, but again, we'd like it to look neat and tidy. And there we have, we've got it all taped off, ready for the primer. Okay, so we've got the area taped off. Now we're into the priming. This is the Sika Epoxy Colour Primer HE. Okay, so we've got a twin pack primer. First thing I'm going to do is open the part A, discard the lid, and then we'll move it on to the part B. Again, disregard the lid. We're going to pour the B into the A. Put that aside. Then we're going to use a drilling paddle to mix it up till it's uniform. Generally this is mixed for about 30 seconds to get a nice uniform mix. It's just getting it nice and uniform. You can see it now smoothing out. Spin the paddle off, and then we just clean the paddle with a rag. So now we've mixed the primer, we need to apply it to the substrate. On this occasion I've got a 4-inch brush, but it could be used with a roller. This goes down approximately about 150 microns. Basically, what I always say to guys is, you've got that metal substrate prepped, you just turn it from the original colour to this silver. And it's really quite a quick and easy application. It's also vitally important that you get the primer right into this leading edge. And there is your primer completed. So we've done the primer application. What we need to do now while it's wet is actually take the tape up. If we leave the system to dry and the tape in there, the tape will be actually stuck into the system. So now just a straightforward removal. Now we've completed the priming, we've taped it off again, 75mm each side of the lap. Now what we're going to do is apply the Sika Core EG5 first coat. Okay, once mixed up, we can apply it to the substrate. This colour's like a grey colour, but you can get this in most RAL colours. Coverage rate is 130 microns, but for guys that are doing this, they can actually check themselves with a wet film thickness gauge. It's a quick and easy application, to be honest with you, because you've got that colour of that silver underneath, and this is a contrasting colour. 130 microns is quite a thin coating. So you coat it out, always ensuring that you get it all covered. And there you go, your first coat's complete. So once completed, then you've got to remove the tapes whilst wet. Quick tip for you, if you get any spillages outside that, just lightly rag them off. It just makes for a neater and a better job. So now, just going to take the tape up. Okay, so the first coat's complete, dried. Now we're on to the second coat. You'll see again that I've taped it out, and we're going to apply the second coat. Exactly the same coverage rates, 130 microns. The second coat is your final coat to the system. And there you have the completed system. Okay, so the top coat's finished. The final thing we've got to do is take the tape off. But what I want to do is just walk you quickly back through the system. So we prepped the substrates, we then primed them, but we taped off and we took the tape off after applying the primer. We then did the first coat, we taped it, then we take the tape off after the first coat. And then finally, on the second coat and the final coat, we taped it off before, and then afterwards, we removed the tape. So we've completed the first part of our demo. Now we're on to the second part, which is the Sika Protector waterproofing system. Prior to application, you must conduct an adhesion test. The reason for this is determine if it needs a primer or not. And on this occasion, it's suitable to go direct to the sheet. So now we're into cleaning of the substrate. Firstly, it should be power washed with a minimum 2000 PSI power washer. Then what you need to be doing with the wire brush is getting rid of any loose debris. Okay? And then, finally, which I showed you earlier on the previous demo, it would need a slight wipe off with Cleaner P. Okay, so we've prepped the substrate. Now what we're into is locally reinforcing the end laps and the side laps and the bolt heads. What we need to use to do those is a Sika jointing tape. We've got a 6-inch and we've got a 3-inch. The 6-inch is used for the end laps and side laps, and then we have the 3-inch for the bolt heads. So what I'm going to do now is apply end lap and side laps, and then I'm going to do the bolt heads for you. So the first one I'm going to do is on the end lap, side lap. So what I've done is I've started getting the tape. What I need to do now is go a minimum of 75mm each side of that lap. The tools that we'll need to do this: penny roller, silicone roller, and some sharp scissors. Okay? Back in there, it's coming off. And we start, just get that started. The trick here is, don't pull all the tape off, because you'll get it stuck everywhere. So we're going to go down, up and up the profile, nice and slowly. So there, take a little bit of the tape off, and just work it across with either silicone roller or the penny roller. Again. And as you can see, it's quite a straightforward application. Ensure that it's nice and tight around these bolt heads. Okay. Sure you know, seeing those grooves. And then onto the second piece. Again, ensuring the first piece is set. The backing comes off. Sure you don't get a crease. Put it right the way along. Okay, so now just continue down that lap. Get it nice and uniform on top. You've got a nice tight line there. And we'll just take this piece off. Work that down to the bottom. Nice and tight, then roll it out. As you can see, fully encapsulated over that lap there, and the same over that one. Encapsulate the bolt heads as well. So we've done the end laps and the side laps. Now what we're going to do is move on to the bolt heads. Just a little tip for you. to make the backing a little bit easier, if you just get the straight blade, flick it on the corner, it just makes it much easier for it to peel off. On the first one, over like that. Use the roller provided and ensure that it goes nice and tight around that bolt head. So now I've just got to repeat that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, further 7 times to fully encapsulate the bolt head. And there you go, fully reinforced end laps, side laps and bolt heads. It's as easy as that. So I've reinforced the side laps and end laps and the bolt heads. Apply a waterproofing stripe coat prior to the main application. When it comes to the stripe coat, it's either roller or a brush. It's what is ever easiest to you. Okay, so now we're going to apply the stripe coat. This is a very thin coat just to seal it in. Again, I said this can be applied with a brush or roller. This is the same product that we use throughout the system. This will be used for the stripe coat, the first coat and the second coat. So there's no use for separate products. As I say, it's just coating it in there, sealing it in. Okay, our weatherproofing stripe coat is cured, so now we're going to apply the first coat. This can also be applied with Decethane Ultra, which is our low odour system. Now this coat can be applied by brush or roller, or it can be actually spray applied. Now coverage rate are dependent on the guarantee. For a 10-year it's half a litre, and for a 15-year it's 3/4 litre, 3/4 litre. This is Sika Classic 625 that was used for the stripe coat, the first coat and then the second coat. Okay, as you can see, the first coat is fully cured. Now we're going to apply the second coat. This system is Sika Classic 625. On this small rig that we're doing here, brush suffices, but 9 times out of 10 guys will get big spray machines and they'd actually spray it. Okay, so there's your finished product. Just a quick recap over the system. We've prepped it, we've primed it if needed, put a stripe coat on there, we've put the first coat on, we've put the second coat on, and we're all finished. Thank you very much. How's that, Gav?
Marvellous, thank you. So thanks for watching. You've seen today our brand new Sika Protector systems for cut-edge corrosion and full waterproofing. Now, over to Ryan.
Okay, so thanks to Gavin and Mark, and to you, the audience, for watching our demonstration of our Sika Protector metal roof systems. Okay, so now that you've seen the demonstration, a further follow-up will be sent to all attendees with PDSs, the brochure, and the demonstration video, so that you have all the information required for our new Sika Protector range of solutions. And we will be sending a follow-up to all questions soon, or simply please contact your area technical manager. Thank you for your time.